Yes guys, welcome back to episode 3 of the Muscle Mastery series. Today we're hitting chest, probably my strongest muscle group by far. So I'm going to be teaching you the secrets about exercise selection, technique, sets, reps, tempo, everything you need to know to get wham. So if you're in your late teens, early 20s, you want to grow a big chest, you're in the right place. Let's go.
It's the hustle in the rain, and nothing was the same. Trying to get this money, I don't give a fuck about the fame. Should be chilling with my chick, but a nigga got a flip. At my breakfast, lunch, and my dinner on the strip.
Right, kicking it off with an incline dumbbell press. This would be my favourite exercise for overloading my chest and just totally growing my chest. Reason being, it targets your upper chest. When you look at someone, they got a vest on and you can see they got a big chest, it's because their upper chest is popping. So what we're going to do to maximise that is an incline dumbbell press. I always do this exercise first because you can go heavy, overload it, precise form, which is what I'm going to show you how to do. Alright, so a quick demo on how to do the incline dumbbell press, my favourite exercise. So you're going to get the dumbbells on your leg. Obviously I'm not lifting 10s, look at the size of me. But anyway, first of all you're going to kick the dumbbells up with your knees like this into this position and then press up. This is your starting position, right? And then what I'm going to do, the first thing that I'm going to do before I even start pressing is retract my scapula. Now I covered this in the back video. All I'm going to do is just bring my shoulders back and puff my chest up. See a difference? From this position to this position, this means that my chest is on top and all the tension's on my chest. If I'm like this, pressing, you can see it's all on my front delt. My chest isn't getting activated at all. Now this is what everyone fucking does and why their chest is still small, because they press like this. What you want to do, retract your scapula, pin your shoulders back behind you, and puff your chest up and out, then your chest is activated. Now what we're going to do, we're going to go down and puff your chest out, get the stretch, and then press. Now what we're looking at doing is bringing our elbows down to stretch and then moving them across your body to contract. It's all in the elbows. Forget your hands. Your hands are just there to hold the weight. You're pressing through your elbows, and as they come across your body, you're contracting your chest. If I press straight like this, it's like a barbell. You're not getting the full contraction. Look at the difference from here to here in the contraction, right? So my shoulders are pinned back, elbows down, 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 stretching to about chest height, and then pressing up and across my body. Now, a lot of people, they'll stretch too low in the movement. So, if you look at my position here, nice retracted scapula, but if I press all the way down here, look at the tension and stress on my shoulders, right? My rotator cuffs are gonna fucking die. So what I want to do is I want to go down and stretch to a nice position where it's still safe for my shoulders. Right, so there's a few key points to look out for when you're incline dumbbell pressing. I can explain it as much as I want, but you need to just put the reps in and figure out the form yourself and just apply the knowledge which I've given you, right? Practice makes perfect at the end of the day. And in terms of bench setup as well, have it relatively high. I like this kind of 90 degrees position. I think that's 90 degrees. But anyway, if it's all the way down here, it's more of a flat press. If it's up here, it's too much of a shoulder press. You want it nicely in the middle. On my bench, it's 2 pins up, but this is the kind of position you want. And with this seat as well, the mistake people make, they'll have the seat down here. If I'm on an incline bench on the seat down here, I'm gonna fucking slip down and probably like slip off during my set. So what I'm gonna try and do is have the bench as high up as possible. Then I'm in a nice stable position, I can't slip down. I'm in a good stable position to press. So that's a little masterclass on the incline dumbbell. Typically what I do with warm-up sets, I'll pick my top weight which I'm going to reach for that session. So for today, it'd be rude not to spin the 40s for the video. So I'm going to do 2 or 3 warm-up sets before that to make sure I'm fully warm. So I'll do some shoulder warm-ups, some shoulder arm circles to warm up my shoulders. So I'll just grab the 10s, feel the movement, then I'll go 24, 34 and then 40, so you can build it up and then you're not just putting excessive load on your shoulders without warming up. So you want to ease into your top sets, not just going from cold to doing your top set. Right, so I'm going to spin the 40s now. I'm going to do 1 top set and then I'm going to drop it for my second set, so probably around 36 to get some good reps in. 3, 2, 1. But you see with a spotter, I could get those extra couple reps at the end. That means next time I do this, I'll be able to get those reps on my own. So it's always useful to have a spotter. Right, something I was just explaining to Charlie is rest times in between sets. How long should you rest between your sets? Now it's different for everyone, it's different for every exercise. Compound lift like this, just rest as long as you feel necessary. The good guideline to go by is just do your set when you feel ready, right? I used to have a timer on for 1 minute, 2 minutes exact on when I should do my set, but just go when you feel ready. I've just done a heavy fucking set on the 40s here. I'm not gonna do my second set 2 minutes after that, right? I probably rested 4, 5, 6 minutes by now. Do your next set when you feel 100% ready. Don't do your next set when you feel like 40% recovered. Otherwise it's pointless and it's gonna be a shit set, right? So do your set when it's ready, not when the timer says fucking 2 minutes. Right, but anyway, I'm gonna do my second set now. I'm gonna drop my weight onto 36s, aim for about 6 to 10 reps, get some good form, get some good volume in. Right, 36, let's go. Alright, now we've done incline dumbbell press, my favourite movement, out the way. Now we're going to do this machine press now. The machine's going to vary from gym to gym, right? You might have a flat one, you might have an incline one. Yeah, but the same principles roughly apply. So this machine's actually incline, which is even better, so we get more upper chest. Fantastic. So what I'm aiming at doing is, again, retracting my scapula, puffing my chest out, keeping my shoulders pinned back, and pushing through my elbows. It's more of an explosive movement, I'd say, so I'm going to slow all the way down, and then explode up, contracting my chest, right? The main thing being elbow across the body. It's called converging. You want the machine to be converging, where your elbow's coming across your body. That's what's going to enable your chest to actually contract.
Fuck them, I don't know them, they ain't one hunter. In my German car, drop a big pack on my young gunner. In the trap, I make mad stacks off one number. When you're at the pot, you can lose it all off one fuck up.
Alright, a few alternative movements you can do in terms of flat pressing or incline pressing. Number one alternative would be just a flat barbell bench press. Not one of my favorite exercises, but if you want to build strength, it's a good one, it's easy to overload. Another good one is just flat dumbbell. Personally, it doesn't really work for me, I don't like it, but you can do it. So you got the barbell, you got the dumbbell, and you can always switch up the incline movements as well. So you can do incline barbell. I've done that a few times and it works for me. So they're just a few alternatives you can do that aren't just this machine press. Just figure out what works best for you, what kind of movements you like, what machines you like using, because at the end of the day, if you like doing a certain exercise, you're going to want to do it more and you're going to get more chest growth, so that's the key. Right, now we've done the flat machine press or incline machine press, we're going to do a dumbbell fly. Now a lot of people don't do dumbbell flies because they think it's unsafe, it's going to fuck up your shoulders. It's only going to fuck up your shoulders if you're doing it like a retard, right? So flip dumbbells up like the incline press. Now we're in this nice stable position, right? All I'm doing is flying out to the side like this, right? This is a press, I'm pressing. Now we're doing a fly out to the side, and then boom. The reason why people fuck up their shoulders is because they go too deep. They'll go all the way down here. Look at the strain on my shoulder. Finish here on a nice stretch, and then contract at the top. The only thing about dumbbells is you won't get good contraction at the top, which is why we're focusing on the stretch. So again, top position, fly out to the side, get my elbows nice and wide. This is my maximum stretch, I can feel it. Then I'll fly safely up to top. Nothing you can do to make sure it's safe, it's just doing a slow tempo. A lot of people, they would go way too fast, that's going to lead to problems. So keep tempo slow, controlled, make sure you're not overly stretching, and you should be sweet. Yeah. Right, it's going to be my first set. I'm only going to do 2 sets on this fly because then we've got another fly variation after this. But just watch my tempo on this set and how slow and controlled I'm going. Right, so another thing, when it comes to doing flies versus pressing movements, right? When I'm doing pressing, I normally do just 2 sets. I'll do 2 hard sets. Maybe I'll do 3 maximum, but I'd rather just nail it for 2 sets, right? Whereas when I'm doing a fly, I'll probably do around 3 sets and get more reps and volume through my chest. As naturally, when I'm doing a fly, I'll aim for 10 plus reps, whereas with a press, I'll do 6 to 10 reps, heavy weight. So if I'm doing 3 sets twice on a press in a session, that's a lot of strain and tension unnecessarily going through my shoulders, right? So when I'm doing a fly, I'm just focusing on form, getting the reps up. Maybe I'll get 12, 13, 14, 15 reps, whereas on a press, it's a lot lower. So with a fly, I'll do 3 sets, nice controlled form. All right, now we've done the incline dumbbell fly, we're moving on to my favorite fly, which is the classic cable fly. Even though it's a classic one, a lot of people still mess it up. So we teach you how to do it properly. First of all, cable position, this is very important. You want it to be a little bit above shoulder height, because as I'm gonna move on to, your body position is gonna be very important. So what I'm looking at doing, say I'm this tall, 6 foot on a good day, this is gonna be a little bit above my shoulder height, just in line with my head pretty much. And then we're gonna attach some D handles on, also important. But the main thing is, so I'm gonna get the cable, I'm gonna take a few steps forward, because it's a fly, I wanna get a good stretch, right? So I'm gonna take a couple steps forward, nice stable position. If you look at my feet, they're nice, balanced, stable. You don't wanna just fucking be like this all over the gaff, because then you're not gonna be able to perform it right. So nice stable position, couple steps forward. And if you look at my body position, I'm not stood straight up. Because the cable's above me, if I stand straight up, it's not gonna be possible. So I'm gonna have a slight lean. If you go around to the side, then you can look at my body position, right? And how my arms are totally in line with the cable. A lot of people, they'll do this, right? You'll see a lot of this shit. You wanna line your arm perfectly with the cable and contract. Look at my shoulders as well, how they're pinned back, same as every other movement. A lot of people, they'll do this. This is called a fucking shoulder fly, not chest fly. Pin your shoulder back, puff your chest out, have a slight arch in your back, and then flying round. Punch it with my knuckles. Flying around, getting nice contraction, getting elbows across the body. That's the main thing. Getting your elbows across your body and then stretching them out behind. Not too far back, because then I'll fuck up my shoulder. Nice, safe position. Flying like that, keeping my pinky tucked in. You'll find if your hand position is like this, you're gonna end up pressing. Whereas if you have a nice neutral position, it's gonna be more of a fly. So that's how you do the cable fly. Right, I'm gonna do my first set now. In terms of weight, don't wanna go too heavy, because it's a fly. I wanna get about 12 reps is my benchmark for flying. So I've got relatively heavy, but not too heavy, if you get what I mean. Alright, so that is a session wrapped up. Took you through my favourite 4 exercises when it comes to doing chests. Nah, let's do that again. Alright, that is a session wrapped up. Those are my 4 favourite exercises for chest. Now I'm going to give you my 3 top tips when it comes to growing chest, training chest. If chest is a priority of yours, make sure you include these 3 tips when you're training chest. So first and most important tip, and that is to retract your scapula and puff your chest out when you're doing the movements. When I was walking you through the techniques, I probably explained it, but just make sure you retract your scapula and puff your chest out. So that's keeping your shoulders back and then pressing, making sure your elbows are coming across your body. That is very important. Very simple tweak, but very important. Which brings me on nicely to my second tip, which is to make sure your elbows are coming across your body when you're contracting, right? It's called converging. You want your elbow to come across your body. The thing is with barbell pressing, and why I don't like it and why I don't do it, well, I don't necessarily don't like it, but I don't think it's one of the best exercises for growing your chest. And that's because your elbow's not coming across your body, right? It's just going straight up and down. You're getting a slight stretch and slight contraction, but not as well as you could be. If we're aiming for hypertrophy, growing muscles and muscle growth, we want to be stimulating our muscles as much as possible, getting the right time under tension and stimulus through our muscle. So converging, keeping your elbow across your chest and stretching out, very important. That's the second tip. Third, final and most important tip, and that is to focus on incline movements. Now, when you think about the pec, you got the upper chest, you got the mid chest and the lower chest. Mid chest, lower chest, same thing. But what we want to aim for is this upper chest portion. The way you achieve that is by doing incline movements. Reason being, your elbow and arm position when you're coming across your chest, when it's on an incline, it's going to favour these upper fibres, whereas when we're flat or lower, it's favouring these mid to lower fibres. And in your chest you have a lot more fibres in the mid to lower portion, which is why most people's lower chest is overdeveloped and their upper chest is underdeveloped, right? So include 2 upper movements per session, that way you can balance it out, have an impressive upper chest. When I see someone they've got a big upper chest, just gets more respect, because you know that they actually know what they're doing, because a lot of people, they're doing too much flat pressing, not enough incline pressing. So focus on your incline pressing and grow your upper chest. Right, that's it for today's video, guys. All I ask, if you like the video, you took something from the video, found the video funny, make sure you drop me a like and subscribe for more videos like this. I've got 2 more videos coming out in this muscle mastery series. I've got shoulders and arms, the 2 best videos, so make sure you stay tuned for that. Like the video, subscribe for more. I'll be replying to all my comments underneath this video. If you've got a question, a video you want to see from me, make sure you drop it below and I'll get back to you as soon as possible. But yeah, that's it for this video, guys. I'll see you in the next one.